How would you like to amp up your message marketing game by having personalized menus based on the type of person that's inside of your chatbot? In this short video, I'm going to share ManyChat's new feature of having multiple menus that can be set up and tie those menus to individuals or subscribers that are in your ManyChat system. Hello, this is John Smarty, and welcome to my channel. If you like this video, give me a likes up because that helps me spread the word on ManyChat marketing and message marketing for realtors, investors, and entrepreneurs. And make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss another video. Let's dive into ManyChat and explore the multi-menu option and how to set that up across the board. Let's dive in. Okay, once you're inside of ManyChat, to get to that new feature, what you're going to do is you're going to come over here to Settings, and under Settings, you'll hit Messenger. On the Messenger menu, we want to click on this main menu. I do have other videos on this channel where I talk about the default reply and the welcome message and starter of conversations or conversation starters. So make sure you check those out as well. In this one, I'm focusing on the main menu. So if you click on Edit, this is where the main menu is. So if you've been around ManyChat for a while, they've always had the default menu. So that stays the same. So if you don't want to use these dynamic menus, that's okay. Your chatbot will still work. You'll have a single main menu that everybody will see. For example, in my ProEdge chatbot for real estate that I offer, and there's a link below if you want more details. You know, my main menu is I want to buy or sell a house, contact us, or learn about us. And the bot will send them up to our website and Facebook and other fun places. That's the typical default reply. What you can do now is you can create dynamic menus that you can set throughout the system. So right now on the screen, you see I have the ProEdge buyers menu that I've created. What I'm going to do is just create another one for you. So you hit New Menu, and you give it a name. So I always call mine the ProEdge. That's the name of our package, and I'll call it Sellers. So let's say that I want to have a special menu for any seller that's interacting to my chatbot. So I hit Create, and it has created the menu down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up. And just like all the other menu creations, when you created your default menu, you can add up to 20 menu items here for somebody to explore. So let's say the very first one, I want to give them the option to help me sell my home. Will be one of the first options. Now here you can create a specific message that you want. If you don't have a chatbot already, you just want to create a message. So when they click that menu item from your Facebook page, you'll give them a default message from that prompt. In this case, I have an existing flow that I'm going to put them into. So under selling, this is my ProEdge folder, I have a flow that I already built called I want to sell my property start. And this is going to engage that person. So literally I'm constructing the menu to have whatever I want on there specific to, in this case, a seller. Let me just do a few other ones here just to close it, and then I'll show you how to deploy it. So let's say they want to get a market evaluation report. You could have a website. So up in here, you could say open the website, and you would put in, your website to, like in my case, John Smart, and I actually have a, I can go down here and I have a field just to put it in called your website. So you don't have to watch me type it. So what the system's going to do is it's going to send them for the market evaluation right to my website. And that way they can put in their address of their home and get the evaluation of their home. Lastly, I'll just do a contact us because I want them to contact us if they have any questions. So again, I'm going to hit select flow, and down in here in my menuing system, I have a contact us button, which will have my logo, my company information, and so forth. That's as easy as it is to create dynamic menus. Now let me show you how to deploy them throughout your bot. So in the deployment, if I come back, I now have two different menus. If you come over here to flows, on the flows tab, you could set this now as an action inside of your flow. So let me go through, and this is my ProEdge chatbot for real estate package. I've had it organized by folders. Let me go into my seller folder. And I have, for example, I want to sell a property start flow. And this is going to be a flow that I have a conversation when a homeowner maybe comes into the chatbot for the first time. They're going to be in my default menu. They are going to say that they want to sell a home, and it'll take them into this flow. So what I can do here, if I hit edit flow, and on the right-hand side, I'm going to hit this blue plus button to add an action. And what I'm going to do is click on an action here, and it brought it right here. And I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to insert this in the very beginning of the flow because they've already on the main menu told me they want to sell a home. So maybe what I want to do here is I'll go ahead and connect the starting flow by connecting these dots. I'm going to do a few things. The first thing I'm going to do is I want to tag them as a seller, because I know that they've indicated the ability or the desire to sell. So I can assign this subscriber as a seller, and that way they're tagged in ManyChat as a subscriber. So next thing I'm going to do, though, is assign them to a menu. So if you go all the way down to the bottom, there's an option called Change Menu. And this is part of the new dynamic menuing system that ManyChat offers us. This is only part of the Pro version, so if you're on the free version of ManyChat, you won't have these actions. So make sure you upgrade to Pro. When you click on Change Menu, you simply are going to tell the system what menu to put them in, and I'll put them in the seller menu. So this point forward, anytime they type in menu or they're in Messenger and they click the three dots to open the main menu, instead of having the default menu, they're now going to have a seller-specific menu that they can navigate on the main menu. How cool is that? Very, very great new feature from ManyChat that they provided us. I will show you one other way that you could do it. You could do it inside your flow. My package has lots of flows in there, so rather than me putting this action in each flow and setting the menu, I can use what's called the rules inside of ManyChat and set up a rule. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Rules, and up here I'll say Create a Custom Rule. And the rule that I'm going to use, I'm going to say if a tag is applied, because a lot of my flows will tag people. If the person is tagged as seller, and I'll go down and hit seller, then over here I'm going to trigger an action. And this action, if I come down here, I could say change the menu and put them in the seller menu. So in this case, I'll make this rule active. So in here, I will have the different conditions that we have and triggers that we're going to trigger these events. So I can trigger it based on time, I can give it a name, and then activate this particular rule. So two ways to do it. So define your dynamic menus and settings, and then you're going to set those actions either inside a flow by dynamically changing the menu that they're in, or set a rule so when something happens, like they're tagged a certain way, the system will automatically reconfigure the menu dynamically to who they are. So that's how you set up dynamic menu in ManyChat. As always, I have your back. If you like this, again, hit the bell. And I have a lot of resources at the bottom of this page. Check them out. I have a free ManyChat training course and a bot I'm giving away. I'm giving away a flow for a touchless open house check-in. So make sure you check that flow out. I give that away complimentary with my training class. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you on the next one.